Good afternoon, everyone. Konbawa. Yeah. No, shut up. Konnichiwa. It ain't that damn dark outside. Anyway, I want to do a book haul because I love to read and I love to spend my money on books. And I would affirm that that's why I am blank. But no, I have to keep it positive and say money. I'm a money magnet. Anyway, so I want to do a book haul. Here's my stack. It's small, ain't it? When I think about it, this is small, and 2 of the books I already read. What the hell? But I got a couple more things that I want to show too that I recently got. So let's see. We'll start with the fact that I try to get into urban fantasy books. I read the big players, as far as Kim Harrison, Charlaine Harris, and Laurel K. Hamilton. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I read them. Those are the 3 series that got me into urban fantasy books. So despite whatever direction the stories take in those series, I'm pretty loyal and I keep reading them. But the elements that tick me off about most of those is the romance element. So when they get to a point where characters are spending more time drooling over the men in the books, you know, assuming that, you know, the narrative is a woman or whatever. But when the woman character spends too much time drooling over the werewolf or the vampire or whatever, that's when I'm like, oh Lord have mercy. Oh Lord have mercy. And see, that's what turning me off with Kim Harrison right now. Hate it if you won't, but I got her last 2 books and they just been sitting on my shelf. Excuse me, because I read a little bit of A Perfect Blood, and I got to page 20, and on page 20, Rachel was busy talking about how she admired Trent's abs, and I was like, boom, click, put it on the shelf. I'll read it another day. It's just like, why they can't just do work? Or if they're gonna, why do they have to like the bad person? I don't know. It's hard to explain. But anyway, when they get like that, you just be like, I just be like, oh. But like I said, I read the big players, so the same as with Laurel K. Hamilton. Look, if Laurel K. Hamilton hadn't wrote her first 9 books, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how the hell I keep reading her. I don't run out and buy them, that's for sure. But I still keep up with them and read them, whether I wait till they be at a used bookstore or not. But sheesh, if she hadn't wrote those first 9 books, I don't know how the hell I read Laurel K. Hamilton. Cause half the time I'm reading, I'm like, oh, we'll do this another day. Cause you know what happened. Anybody who's familiar with her knows what happened there. And with Charlaine Harris, Suki Stackhouse, there were many occasions where I closed the book to him. It's like, you know what, Suki, let it go, bitch. Let it go. I'm tired of you worrying about fussing with Quinn and fussing with Eric and fussing with Bill. So, you know, I had to shut her too. But she recently ended. I give props to Charlaine Harrison for ending that series. What I think about the ending? It was okay. I'm not mad at her. She wrote 13 books. Shit, let it go. Cut it off. I didn't really necessarily, like I said, I really didn't necessarily read the book to see who Suki was going to end with. I just like the fact that Suki was trying to take care of herself and use her powers and stuff. Anyway, I wrote a lot about that in my blog. So please visit. So anyway, that's, like I said, I read those guys, but you know, every now and again I want to try a new urban fantasy author. So in the recent years, I went through a couple of them, and half of them did not make it on my list. I had to throw them damn books away. Cause why? Cause they spend more time trying to sleep with the werewolves and the vampires and solve the freaking cases. But there was 2 authors that made it completely through my list that I saw from the beginning to the end, and that was Lynn Benedict's Shadows Increase series and Jess Bathis's he had a CSI kind of paranormal series that ran 5 books. But anyway, both of those series ended last year, and I am upset about that. I'm especially mad at Lynn Benedict, but it's not her fault that people wasn't buying her books so that she can keep making them or writing them. It stopped at 4 books. I'm like, damn, we couldn't even get 5. But anyway, I'm sad those series ended. The rest I had to throw out. So, but of course, I'm still looking for more urban fantasy writers. So I picked up this book, Shadow Reader. The cover is what attracted me to this book. I just like the cover. It's bad. It's pink. She got a sword. I'm like, this bitch gonna be chopping heads off. No. She ain't chopped no damn heads off. She talked they damn heads off. She cried they damn heads off. The book was written just fine. And it was interesting. Believe it or not, I actually finished the damn book. I read it. That means her writing was straight. I can get through it enough, but this is exactly what I was talking about. The only thing I would say is that good was that she didn't sleep with anybody. That's good. Not that saying you can't sleep with them, but just when they sleep with them and then they have like all these headaches and visions about it, and you know, man, and they start taking over the plot of the book. It's just like, damn, shut the freak up. But yeah, this book was straight, but I don't know if I'm gonna read the next book. It's basically about a girl named Mackenzie who has the ability to trace fae people when they fissure. I'm country, so fissure, whatever. Or teleport, put it that way. So when they in one location and they teleport to a distant location, she has the ability to read their shadows or whatever, and she can tell what location they go to. She's a human, and she's hired by the Fae Court and the king to use her ability to help them stop a team of rebel Fae. These rebel Fae are trying to take over several of the gates around the world to use to transport items or something. God Lord, shh. Don't sound like I read the damn book, do I? I know what I'm talking about in my head, but anyway, the point is she's kidnapped at the beginning of the book by the rebel Fae. The purpose of that kidnap was to stop her from stopping them, and in the course of that, she pretty much fell in love with her kidnapper, who assaulted her and damn near cut her throat. But she fell in love with him. Whatever context you can read behind that, I don't know. That really didn't too much bother me. The point was that she spent most of her time trying to decide whether she wants to fall in love with this bad guy or the guy who sort of initiated her into the politics of the Fae, who was working as the king's swordsman. Anyway, it was just a back and forth thing. They got on my damn nerves. Will I read the next book? I don't know. I don't know yet. But that was one book I picked up at a used bookstore. But I also picked up Christopher Pike's Remember Me. I had to grab this. It was good too. It was good. I grew up reading Fear Street and Christopher Pike. I have every Fear Street book except past 98. Yeah, that's when I kind of went to high school and started reading Fear Street. I should do a video on that too. But another urban fantasy, since I want to try urban fantasy books, another urban fantasy author that I picked up was Cassie Alexander. She wrote the Night Shifted book. And this seemed different to me. I'm scared already though. Like, is she gonna start sleeping with the vampires and stuff? Is she gonna be in the damn nurses station sleeping with vampires and werewolves? She's gonna be in the morgue hunting werewolves and stuff. If she do that shit, where my receipt at? Cause I got about a week or so I can return this book if she get to doing all that. But anyway, it looks interesting. I like the premise of there's a branch of, I guess branch is the right word, there's a small sector of hospital people that treat vampires and werewolves and stuff underneath the basement. And it looks good. I like the cover. You know, the cover is bad to me, so I said I'm gonna give this a try. But if that bitch starts sleeping with dragons and stuff, like they're dragging on the cover, then it's gotta go. I can't do it. I swear. Oh, if she starts sleeping with them things, I can't do it. But anyway, the next book I got, and this is the one I'm gonna I was gonna read that one, but I'm gonna read this one now because I waited a long time for this. Max Gladstone's 3 Parts Dead. I've wanted to read this book for so long. I ordered it from Amazon last November, but something happened with my order where I didn't get it. So I was like, well, give me a refund if I can't have it. And, but now I got it, and I'll go ahead and be honest. Of course, I love the cover, but I'll go ahead and be honest that the main reason I want to read this book is because there's a black girl on the cover. Yep, I gotta say, I love it. You know, I like books that have women of color fighting the vampires and the werewolves and, you know, solving mysteries. Like, what's up with that? Like, you know, we need more of that. But, you know, like L.A. Banks, and who L.A. Banks, by the way, did good sex in her books and good romance. Carlos and Damali, you can't beat that. Like, these other girls, they don't know how to do it. L.A. Banks did it right, to me, because there was actually emotion behind it. It wasn't just to sleep with the vampires for the sake of the damn book to draw readers. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, I love this book. As a big fan of Pam Grier, you know, I love my women of color doing some fighting. So I'm reading this now, and it's pretty good so far. I like it. I can see myself finishing it and keeping it on my shelf forever, not throwing it away. So those are some current urban fantasy writers that I wanted to start getting into. Except Sandy Williams, I don't know yet. I might try her second book. We'll see. But if anybody got any suggestions, I will gladly take some. And outside of urban fantasy, the book on my list next is Tar Baby by Toni Morrison. I love me some Toni Morrison, honey baby child. I love me some Toni Morrison. I'm really excited about reading this because I read most of her books, but I'm really excited about reading this in particular because I'm a fan of Toni Morrison pre-90s material. When she came, you know, anything before jazz, I really like they're all 5 stars. But from jazz on to, I haven't read Home yet, but from jazz on forward, they come and go. But yeah, I can't wait to read this. I really can't. It took me forever to even find this book, and I just went ahead and ordered it because I couldn't find it anywhere. So yeah, can't wait to read that. So those aside, the books I'm going to read, we have, damn, I didn't drop something. The Buffy comic. Season 9 Buffy comic. Yeah, I read this in one day. I love Buffy, so I had to keep up with her comic form, TV, or whatever. So this right here, hell, I don't even remember what happened in this book. Well, yes, I do. She's the bodyguard or something, and then there was like 2 chapters featuring Billy the Vampire Slayer. I like the Buffy comics, but I don't never know what the hell be going on in them. It's like when I think that I got what's the storyline of what's happening and progressing, it's like it changed at each volume. But anyway, I was sad about the end of season 8 because one of the principal characters died. And then of course this came out Tuesday, so you know we gotta have our Sailor Moon. Bitches ain't playing. They are not playing. Yes, we gotta have our Sailor Moon volume 11. I'm sad well, why would I be sad? But we're almost at the end of the new releases. We have 3 more to go, and this is volume 11, and it stars the Sailor Stars arc, which is fantastic. Those are all the things I'm going to be reading, but I bought a couple of other things that I really love to be entertained by, and that would include Resident Evil Revelations. Okay, yeah, I'm addicted to this game, man, and I act like I ain't never played it before. Like right when I hit the red button to turn this video off, I'm gonna play that bitch. But I have it on a 3DS, and I played it last year. I loved it then, and it's just great to play it on a big screen. So, and I like Jill Valentine. Although my favorite is Claire Redfield and Sheva, but I love me some Jill because she's bad. And last piece of entertainment, of course, is True Blood season 5. I watched when it came out last year. I watched it mostly on the computer, so it's great to be able to watch it on a big screen and get the whole detail, including Tara with the gun finally, or again, except in a vampire. I like True Blood, but I don't know, it's a little weird now. But anyway, those are the things that are going to be occupying my time as far as entertainment goes. And if you have any suggestions, or hell, if you don't even like some of these damn books, or you can relate to my opinions of these books and videos, that would be great. I just want to share that with everybody to try to, you know, talk. Thank you for watching my video.